everyone. Welcome back to Business English Desk. I'm Laura.
And I'm Jamie. So glad you're here with us today.
Okay, so let me ask you something. Have you ever walked into a job interview feeling ready, feeling confident, and then the interviewer asks one question and everything just falls apart?
Oh, yes. We've all had that moment where you open your mouth and nothing comes out. Or even worse, something comes out, but it's completely wrong.
Exactly. And if that sounds familiar, then you are at the right place. Because today, we're going to talk about 5 real job interview situations. Situations that make people nervous. Situations that most people handle badly.
And we are going to show you how to handle them well, with real English, natural English, the kind you can actually use. Not textbook phrases, not robotic answers, real conversation.
So whether your interview is tomorrow or next month, or you're just preparing for the future, this episode is going to help you a lot. Okay, so let's quickly go over what we're covering today. Situation 1. Tell me about yourself.
Situation 2, the employment gap question.
Situation 3. What is your biggest weakness?
Situation 4, salary negotiation.
And Situation 5. The follow-up conversation after the interview.
So much good stuff today. Let's get into it.
Okay, segment 1. Tell me about yourself. Jamie, this question, why does it make people so nervous?
You know what, Laura? I think it's because it sounds so simple, but it's actually not. Like, where do you even start? Do you talk about your childhood, your whole career, your hobbies?
Exactly. And most people, they either say too much or too little, or they go completely off topic.
I've seen people start with, I was born in a small town.
No. That is not what they want.
Not at all. So, what do they actually want?
Okay, so here's the thing. When an interviewer asks this, they are not asking for your life story. They want a short, clear, professional summary of who you are and why you are sitting in that chair.
And a good way to think about it is a 3-part structure. First, your background. Second, your experience. And third, why you're here.
Yes, keep it focused, keep it relevant, and keep it under 2 minutes.
Under 2 minutes is key, because if you go longer, the interviewer starts zoning out.
They do. Okay, so let's do a role play. Jamie, you're the interviewer.
All right, let's do this. So, tell me about yourself.
Sure. Thank you for the opportunity. So I have a background in marketing. I studied communications in college, and after that, I spent 3 years managing a mid-sized company, managing their social media and content strategy.
Okay, and what did that look like?
So in that role, I was responsible for growing our online presence. We increased our Instagram following by about 40% in just 1 year. I also worked closely with the sales team to align content with business goals.
Interesting. And why are you looking now?
Great question. I've learned a lot in my current role, but I'm ready for a bigger challenge. And when I saw this position, I felt it was a perfect fit because of the focus on digital growth, which is exactly what I do best.
Okay, great.
How was that?
Honestly, really good. And let's talk about the expressions Laura used.
Yes, let's break it down. So she started with, "Thank you for the opportunity."
Simple, professional, it sets a warm tone.
Right, and then I used, "I have a background in." That's a very natural way to introduce your field.
Then she said, I was responsible for. That's a strong phrase. It shows ownership. It shows you did real work.
And the numbers matter too. 40% in 1 year. Specific numbers make your answer more believable.
And she ended with, I felt it was a perfect fit because. That connects you to the company. It shows you did your research.
Exactly. So remember, background, experience, why you're here. That's your formula.
And keep it under 2 minutes. Seriously.
Okay, segment 2, the employment gap question. Oh, this one, Jamie, this one makes people sweat.
It really does. because people feel like having a gap on your resume means something is wrong with you.
Right, like you have something to hide.
But that's not true at all. Gaps happen for so many reasons.
Health reasons, family responsibilities, personal growth, looking after a parent, or just burnout.
And the interviewer knows this. They're not trying to catch you out. They just want to understand what happened during that time.
And more importantly, they want to see how you talk about it.
Exactly. Because if you get defensive, if you seem nervous or ashamed, that raises more questions.
But if you're calm, honest, and forward-focused, it's not a problem at all.
So the key things are: be honest, but brief. Explain what you did during the gap, even if it was rest, and then pivot quickly to what you learned or what you're ready for now.
Don't over-explain. Don't apologize. Just be clear and confident.
Okay, let's role play this again. I'll be the interviewer again.
Go for it.
So, Laura, I noticed there's a gap on your resume from about mid-2022 to early 2023. Can you tell me about that?
Of course. So around that time, my mother was going through some serious health issues, and I made the decision to step back from work and take care of her. It was a difficult period, but also a very meaningful one.
I see. And during that time, did you do anything?
Professionally? Yes, actually. Once things settled down a bit, I used that time to complete an online course in digital marketing analytics. I also did some freelance work for a couple of small businesses just to stay active and keep my skills sharp.
Okay, that makes sense. And how are you feeling now? Are you ready to come back full-time?
Absolutely. I'm in a really good place now. My mother has recovered, and honestly, I feel more focused than ever. I took that time to reflect on what I really want from my career, and this role is exactly in line with that.
Great. Thank you for sharing that. And scene.
Okay, so let's pull out the useful expressions.
Yes, so she started with, "Of course, that's calm and open, not defensive at all."
Then I said, I made the decision to. That's powerful because it shows you were in control. You chose to do this. It wasn't done to you.
Right, it removes the victim language. Then she said, "I used that time too." Again, you're showing the gap was not wasted time.
And then at the end, I feel more focused than ever. That's forward-looking. It reassures the interviewer that you're ready.
And notice she never said, "I'm sorry for the gap." Never apologize for your life.
Never. Own your story. Tell it with confidence.
And connect it back to the job. Always bring it back.
Okay, segment 3. Biggest weakness. Jamie, I feel like this is the most hated question.
Yes, because people feel like it's a trap.
Right, like if I say something real, they won't hire me. But if I say something fake, like, I work too hard.
Oh, the classic. My biggest weakness is I care too much.
Every interviewer has heard that 100 times, and they roll their eyes every single time.
Every single time, because it tells them nothing and it makes you look like you're not self-aware.
So what should you do instead?
Okay, so here's the approach. Pick a real weakness, but one that is not a core requirement of the job.
Yes, for example, if you're applying for a data analyst role, don't say, I'm not good with numbers.
Please don't. But you could say, I sometimes struggle with presenting data to non-technical audiences.
See, that's real. It's honest. But it's also not a deal breaker.
And then the most important part is what you do after you name the weakness.
You explain what you are doing about it, because that shows growth, that shows self-awareness, and that shows you take your development seriously. Okay, let's do the role play. I'll be the interviewer this time.
Okay, great.
So, Jamie, what would you say is your biggest weakness?
That's a good question. I've thought about this a lot, actually. And honestly, I think my biggest weakness is that I find it difficult to delegate tasks.
Can you tell me more about that?
Sure. I like to make sure things are done well.
So sometimes I tend to hold on to tasks that I should really pass on to someone else. And I've realized that this can slow things down. And also, it doesn't give others the chance to grow and contribute. And how are you working on that?
Good question. So, over the past year, I've been very intentional about building trust with my team. I've started using a simple system where I categorize tasks by who is best placed to do them, rather than just defaulting to doing everything myself. And it's been working really well. My team feels more involved, and I feel less overwhelmed.
That's great. Thank you.
How did I do?
Really well. Okay, so let's talk expressions. Jamie started with, "I've thought about this a lot, actually." That phrase alone signals self-awareness.
Right. It shows you're not just giving a rehearsed answer or a dodgy one.
Then he said, "I tend to." That's a softer way to describe a weakness. Not, "I can't do this," but "I tend to."
It's honest without being harsh on yourself.
And then the key phrase, "I've been very intentional about." That shows active effort, that you're not just aware of the problem, but you're actually doing something.
And he connected it to results, too. My team feels more involved, and I feel less overwhelmed. Real outcomes, real language.
That's what makes it convincing. Okay, segment 4, salary negotiation. Jamie, this is where it gets real.
Yes, this is where people either leave money on the table or they blow the whole interview.
Exactly, because there are two extremes. Some people are too afraid to negotiate. They just accept whatever is offered.
And some people go in with completely unrealistic numbers and they scare the company off.
So the sweet spot is somewhere in the middle. Confident but reasonable.
And the first thing to understand is salary negotiation is completely normal. Interviewers expect it.
Yes, they build in room for it. So if you don't negotiate, you're probably leaving money sitting right on the table.
So here's what you should do before the interview. Research the market rate for that role in your industry and in your location.
Know your number and know your range, like your ideal number and your lowest acceptable number.
And when they ask, "What are your salary expectations?" don't just blurt out a number based on what you need.
Right. It's not about what you need, it's about what the role is worth and what your experience brings.
Okay, role play time. I'll be the HR manager.
Let's go.
So, Laura, we really enjoyed meeting you today, and we'd love to move forward. We're thinking of offering you $55,000 a year. How does that sound?
Thank you so much. I'm really excited about this opportunity and I appreciate the offer. I have done some research on the role, and based on my experience and the market rate for this position, I was hoping for something closer to $62,000. Would that be something you could consider? That's a bit higher.
Than what we had budgeted. I'm not sure we can go that high.
I completely understand. I'm flexible and I'm genuinely excited about the role. Is there any room to move? Maybe to 58 or 59? I think that better reflects the value I'd be bringing.
Okay, let me check with the team. I think we might be able to do 58.
That works for me. Thank you so much for working with me on that.
Of course, welcome aboard.
Yes!
Okay, let's break down the expressions.
Yes. So the first thing I did was thank them for the offer. I appreciate the offer.
Never skip that. It keeps the tone warm. Then she said, "Based on my experience and the market rate." See, that grounds her number in something objective, not just, "I want more."
And then when they pushed back, I didn't panic. I said, "I completely understand." That keeps the conversation friendly.
Right. You're not fighting, you're just talking.
And then I offered a counter. Is there any room to move? Maybe to 58 or 59? A range, not a hard, fixed demand.
That makes it easier for them to say yes.
Exactly. And at the end, thank you for working with me on that. It ends the whole thing on a positive note.
Like you're a team already.
Yes, exactly.
And one more thing, if they truly cannot move on salary, you can also negotiate other things.
Yes, like extra vacation days, remote work options, a signing bonus, or an earlier review.
Salary is not the only thing on the table.
Keep that in mind. Okay, segment 5, the follow-up conversation. Now this one, Jamie, a lot of people forget about.
They do. They think the interview ends when you walk out the door.
But it doesn't. The follow-up is actually a huge opportunity to stand out.
And most candidates don't do it.
Right. They either forget or they think it seems too eager.
But it doesn't seem eager, it seems professional. It shows you care, it shows you're serious about the role.
And it keeps your name fresh in the interviewer's mind.
So what is a follow-up exactly?
Usually, it's an email sent within 24 hours of the interview.
And it should be short, professional, and personal.
Personal means reference something specific from the interview, not just a generic thank you for your time email.
Because interviewers can tell the difference between a copy-paste email and a genuine one.
Always genuine.
Okay, but let's not just talk about an email. Let's role-play a follow-up phone call situation.
Oh yes, this is a good one. Sometimes a few days pass, you haven't heard back, and you're wondering, do I call? Do I not call?
Exactly, and the answer is yes, you can follow up, but there's a right way to do it.
So let's say I applied and interviewed for a role, and it's been a week, and I haven't heard anything. I'm going to call.
Okay, I'll be the HR person.
Hello, may I speak with Sarah Collins, please?
Speaking, how can I help?
Hi, Sarah. This is Laura Bennett. I interviewed last Thursday for the marketing coordinator position. I just wanted to follow up and see if there are any updates.
Oh yes, Laura, hi. Thank you for reaching out. We're still in the process of reviewing candidates. We expect to make a decision by end of next week.
That's completely fine. Thank you for letting me know. I just want to say again that I'm really interested in the role, and I think I could bring a lot of value to the team. I look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you, Laura. We'll be in touch.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, that was smooth.
Right?
Very smooth and confident, but not pushy.
That's the balance. Confident, not desperate.
So let's talk about the expressions.
Yes, so I started with, I just wanted to follow up and see if there are any updates. Very natural, very low pressure.
Right, you're not saying, why haven't you called me yet?
Please don't say that.
And then when they gave her a vague answer, she didn't push or get frustrated. She said, that's completely fine.
Which keeps the relationship warm. And then I added, I just want to say again that I'm really interested in the role. That's a soft sell. You're reminding them without begging.
And ending with, I look forward to hearing from you, is polite. It's professional. It sets a clear expectation.
Without pressure.
Exactly. And one important thing, don't follow up more than twice.
Yes, once by email within 24 hours, and once by phone or email after about a week.
After that, the ball is in their court.
And you move on. Keep applying elsewhere. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Good advice for interviews and for life.
Absolutely. Okay, we are coming to an end now. And before we wrap up, let's do a quick review of the most useful expressions from today's episode.
Yes, let's go through them. Starting with segment 1, I have a background in...
I was responsible for...
I felt it was a perfect fit because...
Great expressions for introducing yourself in a professional and confident way.
Segment 2, the employment gap.
I made the decision to...
I used that time to...
I feel more focused than ever.
Those phrases turn a sensitive topic into a story of growth.
Segment 3, biggest weakness.
I tend to...
I've been very intentional about...
My team feels more involved.
Self-awareness plus action. That's the formula.
Segment 4, salary negotiation.
Based on my experience and the market rate.
Is there any room to move, maybe to...
I thank you for working with me on that.
Confident, not aggressive. Always collaborative.
And segment 5, follow-up.
I just wanted to follow up and see if there are any updates.
I just want to say again that I'm really interested in the role.
I look forward to hearing from you.
Professional, warm, and memorable. Now we want to hear from you. Which situation did you find most useful today?
Was it the tell me about yourself?
The weakness question?
The salary negotiation?
Let us know in the comments below.
We read every single one.
And if you have an interview coming up, drop a comment that says, "I'm ready." We want to cheer you on.
Yes, we are rooting for you.
Practice these expressions. Say them out loud, in front of a mirror, to a friend, or just to yourself.
Because the more you say them, the more natural they feel, and the more confident you sound.
And that confidence is what gets you the job.
Not perfect English,
Not a perfect accent.
real, clear, confident communication.
That's what we're here to help you build. Every single week.
So if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, because we have so many more real English situations coming up.
And share this episode with someone who has an interview coming, because this could really help them.
All right, that's it for today. From me, Jamie.
And me, Laura. Thank you so much for spending this time with us.
Keep practicing.
Keep showing up, and we will see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Bye!